ahead of the number 9 Peugeot, the race-leading Audi comes upon Pagenaud's slower teammate.
André Lotterer has his windscreen full of the back of Peugeot number 7. And Marc Gené pulls in and hits her! Marc Gené's just hit the leader!
He just turned in and we went, boom, we hit big. And I was like, no. But you gotta fight with it. This is the situation you're in, and I'm the only one who can deal with it.
He's forced him off the road! He's forced him off the road! That is quite remarkable! What is he thinking of? This is absolutely disgraceful! This is disgraceful! What are Peugeot thinking of? This is disgraceful!
When a car is many laps down and not even battling to stay on the lead lap, I think they went across the line. Literally as well as metaphorically.
I took contact with the Peugeot people and asked them, please, let the cars that go for victory, one car from yours and the one from ours, give the chance to fight it out between themselves. And then they sent me back an SMS, don't worry, the other cars will not interfere. And then I could tell André, attack and go for it.
And the Audi has got through, but that was dangerous in the extreme. That was nonsense.
If I were in the Audi pit at the moment, I would feel like I was walking on a tightrope, because you only have to look down that list and, you know, there's a minute and then there's 9, 8, 7 Peugeots just queued up.
The number 2 Audi has done heroic work. But how long can its drivers bear the weight of leading the 24 hours of Le Mans?
People think, wow, all the pressure on these guys. But for us in the car, in the seat, and within our little group of people, we were focused on racing, performing, and it didn't matter if they were there or not. And pressure is there anyways in racing, and you learn to deal with that.
If you feel pressure, and pressure is heavy, you start to do mistakes. And I never felt pressure. It felt for me like more like motivation to do it.
At that point in time, it was started to become a little bit more realistic, and the chance of a win was creeping up. But what was really creeping through my mind was how small our gap was, and at one stage it was getting smaller, and it was quite a worry.
She was shitting her pants about 2.5 hours before the end of the race. I know Lena very well, and I could tell that she was feeling the strains of leading Le Mans race.
All race, Peugeot's strategy has been simple. More laps per fuel tank means less pit stops. And saving several minutes in pit lane would eventually equal victory. With just over an hour left in the race, that tactic is about to be tested.
André, box this lap, box this lap.
Holding a 1-minute lead, Audi is about to do its penultimate pit stop. The number 9 Peugeot, having just pitted about 15 minutes ago, should only have to come in once more for enough fuel to finish the race. This is the moment when both teams' race strategies will come to a head. If Audi can get in and out of the box before Peugeot passes them, their strategy will have proven best, and they'll be one step closer to winning. Lotterer emerges from pit lane with his lead intact.
I'm amazed that the Audis can make extra pit stops and hold a 16-second advantage.
Over the course of the race, Audi has pitted 3 more times than Peugeot. Yet a 10th victory at Le Mans is now within reach. Just don't tell Dr. Ulrich that.
I have learned in Le Mans that the race is never over before really the finish is there. I always pushed myself, not thinking about it's done, because it's done if the checkered flag is down.
Lena, it's tire alarm, Copy that, I'll let him know.
almost immediately we noticed the tyre pressures and we kept an eye on it, but we were developing a slow puncture. We were monitoring it. We hadn't said anything to him, but he actually came over the radio and said, "Is everything okay?"
My left rear was dropping. I went on the radio, I have a slow puncture on the left.
And I confirmed to him, "You've got a slow puncture, but we've got to stay out. If we don't and we have to do an extra pit stop, we will have lost this." So,
Andre, when you get on the straight, we want to analyse the data to see if we need to make a change.
The data confirms Lena's fears. The race leader must box to address the puncture. But with little more than 45 minutes to go, Audi cannot bring Lotterer in right away. Pit now and risk running out of fuel before the end of the race.